Hello and welcome to the Needle Creations Crochet Video Workshop. We're here to show you how to do some techniques along with some tips on how to create your crochet project. This segment we're going to be working on a crochet llama. His name is Mocha. I love the way these have names to them. Your kit is going to come included with what you're going to need. Let's see what we have inside this kit. Fiber fill, your yarn, the 2 plastic eyes, a plastic needle, a plastic crochet hook, along with your instructions. And you'll need a pair of scissors. There's a great set of instructions. The skill level is listed as intermediate. Make sure that you understand your instructions before you begin and practice the stitches being used so that you don't become overwhelmed working on your project. Your kit will come with a 3.5 millimeter hook. It may be white, it may be blue. Many of us have our favorite hook, but we recommend you use the hook that comes with this kit to maintain gauge or the tension of your fabric so you won't run out of yarn. There's 5 different areas to a hook: the head, the throat or the neck, the shaft, the thumb rest, and then the handle. You can hold it like this, or you can hold it like this. The head of the hook is smaller and pointed, so it makes it easy to go in, but your stitch should always be equal with the shaft part of your hook, and that also will help you with your gauge. Many crochet instructions will include a gauge check before you begin. Having the correct tension, which is how tight or loose you crochet, is important to your project coming out to the correct size and will ensure that you don't run out of yarn. You'll single crochet a swatch and you'll count the number of rows and stitches across to make sure that it matches what your instructions say. Also on your instructions, you're going to see your abbreviations. Make sure you understand each one, the colors of the yarn, the various stitches. If you have to repeat any instructions, you will see an asterisk or brackets, then your other abbreviations. Each instruction sheet will have great graphics on what stitches are used for this project. If you need a refresher to practice any of them, please check our crochet stitches video. First, I want to show you how to do a continuous loop, or a magic loop as some people call it, to start the pieces. Now this is an easy way of doing it. Pull this under, up, over, through. Then you're going to work your stitches in that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 single crochet. Now what we're going to do is pull and tighten, and this creates your ring. And then you place your marker and you work around. Now the other method of starting, make a slip knot, chain 2, and work 6 single crochet in that second chain. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And at this point you need to place a marker, and you're going to work in continuous rounds. You can actually purchase crochet markers, or you can use a piece of yarn. So you just cut off about a 2-inch piece of an alternate color, put it there, and then you're going to start on your next round. So we're going to increase, so that's 2 stitches in each one. We've got 6, we're going to end up with 12. So this is 1, 2, so that's an increase, 3, 4, so that's another increase, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You want your fabric to be firm but not too stiff. Then you're going to take your marker, you're going to move it up. You keep working in rounds as your instructions say until you complete the head. When you're working in the round, make sure that you have enough of a tail to where you can pull and tighten that center up. So you see there's no hole or gap in there. That actually makes it lay flatter. You can take your needle and weave that tail in. Now that we've completed the head, we're going to create the neck area. We were increasing to make the head portion, and then we decreased, which is where you single crochet 2 stitches together. You bring a loop up in 2 stitches, yarn over and through. That is a decrease. So in your instructions, when it says to decrease, this is how you work it. You bring a loop up, yarn over and through. Once the head and the neck part is completed, you're going to add your body. You're going to chain 14 from where you left off. And this would be round 24. So we've got 14 chain. This is going to create the back section of the body. We're going to single crochet in our second chain from the hook. And then we're going to single crochet in the next 12. So that gives us 13 stitches. Now this is where I'm going to place my marker. Hold a piece of yarn, or you can use a crochet stitch marker. And then we're going to, based on your instructions, single crochet around the neck opening. So we've got 13 stitches coming down this chain. And then we're going to stitch around and count your stitches as you're working around to make sure it's matching what is written in the instruction. Then when you get around, you're going to stitch back up that chain. So you can see here, this is the back of the chain. There are loops. These now become stitches. So we're going to go in there, single crochet. Make sure you count your stitches. All right, get up here, and there we've completed that round. You're going to start your increases here, following the instructions and working this all the way around. On the nose, when you get to round 5, this is where the eyes need to go. Follow the instructions as it says. So we're going to increase in the first stitch. That's 2 single crochet, and then we're going to single crochet 4 stitches. We're going to place a marker. We're going to increase again, because that's in the brackets, and it says to repeat this step 3 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place a marker. And then complete it one more time. Increase. Single crochet in the next 4. And then complete the nose as written in the instructions. And you can see where your markers are, and that's where you're going to place your eyes. Now at this point, I like to go ahead and add the eyes, and you can see they're like little plastic screws and little washers that go on them. So what we're going to do, pull out that first one, stick my eye in there, and with the washer, with the larger side facing down, push it over the screw, pop it in place. There we go. So now we're going to do the second one. And there you have your nose piece. Then we're going to stitch the mouth with your black yarn. and I come right across round 2, and you can see how this is created here. This goes right across the center, and then I will come up through the center where we began, and then go down, pull that, tighten that a little bit, and then we'll come up through here. You just kind of have to eyeball it a little bit, but you go right through the stitches. Now what I like to do is just a quick little tie off. There you go. And now you have your nose and face. The saddle is made using a chain. So following the instructions, we're going to chain 16. All right, so you count your chains. Then we're going to 3 single crochet in the second chain from hook. So there's the first one, there's the second one. Insert your hook and do 3 single crochet stitches. That rounds off the end. Then we're going down to the last stitch. At the end of the chain, we're going to do single crochet all the way around. Continue working around the end of your chain. Then working in these loops on the opposite side. We're going to go into each loop and do a single crochet. This will take us up to where we began. Now when you get to your last stitch, that's your 13th stitch, do not complete it. This is where you're going to change to the next color, so you're going to add the white. You don't have to cut or fasten off your blue yarn because you're going to pick it up again. So I like to work over my piece. Normally you would also put a marker here, but since you're changing color, that's going to show you where the round begins. So we're going to just continue working around, then you'll have one more blue round after this round per the instructions. And there's your finished saddle. Here are all your pieces, your legs, the body, the tail, the nose piece, there's the saddle, and your ears. So here are the pieces. Now we also need to do some stitching on the saddle. So while you have your black thread handy, cut off a length, thread the needle. Now you can see here it's like a cross stitch. And I work over the center section. So we're going to kind of angle over like this and then come up and angle over. And then we're going to go back and cross them. And here's our finished piece. Cut a couple of little aqua and white 2-inch pieces. Do some little fringes on the end. Use the end of your needle to kind of fringe them out a little bit. There's all of our pieces. Now we have to stuff them. I have found on the fiber fill, it's been condensed within the package. Take it out, fluff it out a little bit. It's going to make it easier to work with. And just pull off parts and start pushing it into the body. I use my thumb. Another little trick you can use is the end of your crochet hook. Or you can use a pencil end with an eraser, even chopsticks, a small wooden dowel. Once we get the head and neck done, it makes the body a little bit easier to work with. And you need to make sure you don't want it too stiff, but yet you want to make sure that the head's going to hold up and that you have enough for the body. So you fill all of your pieces. Once you get that completed, you're going to want to stitch up the belly. We've already started whip stitching on this one. What you're going to do is hold the pieces together, and you're just matching your stitches, and you're going to whip stitch. We get across. I try to make sure I don't have little points on the ends. I'm going to take my needle and run it through. This is a good way to finish off. Hold that down and then back through. And then you can clip your yarn. Now we're going to attach the ears. Make sure you tighten that center where you started working in the round so you don't have a hole in the top. What you're going to do is fold them just slightly. Again, you're going to use your yarn tail. Hold these together, and like I say, just run a few stitches through to hold it together. Position them on the head, about around 4 or 5, and stitch in place. Stitch those around and do the other one the same way. You're going to also make sure the saddle's just tacked down. Now you have 4 legs. You'll position 2 in the back and 2 in the front. And if you've got pins, you can pin them or try to hold it in place. Put them somewhere between rows 2 and 5 coming out from the center underbody. There's your center. So round 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll position here and start picking up our stitches. Hold it in place and work around. Once you get about halfway around, you can see that it's going to be a little bit easier to hold in place. So you'll do the same thing with the other side, and then 2 in the front, keeping at the same rows between rows 2 and 5. And then we're going to take the tail, position it right on the very end, and stitch it in place. We're going to do a little fringe top. And the way we do that, I'm going to cut several 2-inch pieces, and you can put as many on there as you want. I work around the second round of the top of the head, and it's going to make a fringe. So what we're going to do is come in here and insert your hook underneath a stitch on round 2. Bring it through. And there you go. And we're going to work around in the next one. Insert. Pull that through. Continue around until you get your fringe top. And to make it look like this, we're going to take our needle and pull the strands apart on the yarn. So you can make this as thick as you want on top. Get them all fringed out and then trim it to the length that you want. And let me introduce you to Mocha, your crochet llama. And if you have any questions, you can contact us via email, help@askacrafter.com. I love to crochet.